Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you're joining us. It is brunch time with Mayegun. As you are taking your seat, joining the temple, remember, make sure after reading the caption of the broadcast, liking the broadcast, make sure you share it. To invite your friends, your not so friendly friends, tell them all that it is brunch time with Mayegun. And for those watching it live. Today, the line is always open, remember? Wike is the poster boy of what is wrong with that contraption in their own space. Wike is being considered as a very good fit to help Tifnumbu face the opposition. And his first shot is actually to show to the rest of you that Nigeria is done for. Thieves, criminals, they use to say, well, anyway, let's start. So it is the competition of who is more corrupt, and then which of the thieves is more honest. Where Wike said his father was very rich. He was driving a Mercedes-Benz in the university. He said he bought a Rolls Royce, a 1.7 billion naira worth of a car. And this is a person who has never worked in his life, ever. Except to work in the public office. Now, he brags about that on the TV because he knows there won't be any consequences. But we are here to just put it on record. So that those of you who are supporting rubbish, those of you who are defending nonsense, those of you whose future and your children's future has been mortgaged by these rogues, let's put it on record. Tell everybody who should be here. Tell them that Mayegun today, it is brunch time. Grab your phone because you'll be talking to me soon. Wike's papa disowned him. A Rivers chief has revealed. They said all this nonsense with a Wike they do. He don't do it since he was a child. So to get here. Good morning to you once again. Good afternoon to you. And good evening to you from wherever you are joining us. It is a brunch time with Mayegun. And here is the issue for today. Nigeria's wars are leading possibly at the best. Because Nigeria has suffered decades of brain drain, where the best brains of that contraption have either left or contemplating of leaving. Enough that the entire political space is now left left for the hooligans, criminals, who turned out to be treasury looters and bunch of treasonous rogues. I'm just trying to find out this big word to sound like, so that maybe that will make you understand how serious it is. Nigeria, the system that continued to pop up, these rogues, right, has sort of produced them in their kind of like numbers, right, that everyone should ordinarily see the Nigerian politicians, the likes of Wike and Co., Tifnumbu and gang, right? You should actually see them as the real threats to your Nigeria. But maybe you won't see it that way because we all know why to some extent. Nigeria is so divided. And that is why the worst of Nigeria, in charge of Nigeria, have ensured a system that will keep Nigeria divided and keep them in power. Looting the public fund, right? It used to be something people, do with sort of like a care. These days, it is what people do with pride, and they call it being smart and successful. You have a Wike who was born in 1967, and in 1997, he graduated from the University of Port Harcourt. 2 years later, he became, which is 1999, he became a local government chairman, courtesy of Peter Odili. He was a local government chairman for 8 years until Amaechi became governor and appointed him chief of staff. He was chief of staff for 4 years, I think, before he lost a relationship with Amaechi. But he went on to go and become a minister, the Minister of State for Education. Wike afterward became the governor of Rivers State for 8 solid years. Today, he is the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory of Nigeria. They call him rich, stinkingly rich, but he's never really done any real job in his life other than politics. Then he brags about how much money is given to people and they betrayed him. People's money, stolen money. So between himself and his own successor, who also never worked in his life, Royce Amaechi became a special advisor, being a PA to Peter Odili as far back as 1992. And it was because Royce Amaechi was one of the students, should I say student union leader or member of the student union government in that same Rivers State, a very much useful tool in the hand of a politician. Peter Odili recruited him, right? Now, fast forward to 1999. He was working as the houseboy of Peter Odili, smart houseboy, there are many everywhere, right? So the moment Peter Odili became the governor, Royce Amaechi became a lawmaker for 8 years. In fact, he was the speaker. Then he became governor. This was 1999 to 2007. Then he became governor for 8 years too. After that, he became a minister for another 8 years. And only 2 years ago, he became jobless. So he went on TV to talk about the coalition they are putting together to get Tinubu out. And then he spoke about the Wike and his impunity, abuse of power, and others. So Wike started with him. In the process of trying to let everybody know that, listen, this is a competition of who stole past. Who stole past? Who is the biggest thief? Then who is the honest thief? Royce Amaechi pointed out that Wike was driving a Rolls Royce. Wike and then grabbing people's lands. Tried to remove a governor, suspended a governor simply because of the resources of the state. And that's where Wike, who is undermining democracy, is a very powerful person inside Tinubu's regime. And they had to remove them. So when Wike went on TV, for those of you who have seen the interview, great. But this part is very important. It is watching the criminals in Nigeria brag about how much they've stolen and who has stolen past, and then who is honest about it. Where Wike said, he didn't come from a poor home. He said, Amaechi lied that his wife is an industrialist. His wife is not an industrialist. In fact, his wife is a criminal who cashed out for 8 years, 4 billion naira every month in the name of training the Niger Delta women. Amaechi's wife was collecting 4 billion naira from Buhari's government under the NDDC. 48 billion naira every year. Multiply that by 8. When Wike dropped the number, he dropped numbers on so many things that he probably couldn't back up. But that one is huge because he went further to say it was Malamu. It was Malamu, the former Attorney General of Nigeria, the Buhari's Attorney General of Nigeria, He said it was the Malamun that, buried the investigation. Okay, now names have been mentioned. Then he asked Tifnubu to please release the report of the NDDC and probe, what is his name again? Rotif Amaechi's wife. They brag about their corruption. They tell you all these things. People listen to them. They laugh. They shake their heads. They laugh. They just look on. Like it doesn't matter. Brazen corruption. And what about Wike? You were driving a Rolls Royce. You are a public official. If they put together all the salaries that you were due, do you understand? Like the salary that you were supposed to be paid for all the public office you have held, put all of them together in that 26 years. Ladies and gentlemen, Wike cannot buy a 2024 Toyota Corolla with that money. Somebody said he won't be able to buy, what do you call it? He won't be able to buy a Tesla of, people were kind of like, because when you put the whole money together, it is nothing close to 500 million naira. His due salary, but you know now, he's a billionaire, a stark criminal, somebody who never worked in his life. He never worked to make money in his life. And that is why he will look at you, because he's got so much stolen money, right? He will look at you and be like, what do you say you are doing? I am a shoemaker, sir. I make fine shoes. My friend, I buy my shoes from Vendi. If I want to buy shoes, I go to Paris and buy shoes. I should come and buy shoes from you, shoemaker. Shoemaker. Can you hear that? Shoemaker. A shoemaker wants me to buy shoes from you. My friend, go and sell your shoes to the market women. Somebody who never worked in his life. And there are many inside your government, inside your contraption there. There are many who never worked in their lives, and those who have actually failed in their chosen careers. You will see doctors who can't really perform anything related to medicine or anything doctoral at all. So let's go to this part where Wike said his father was a rich man. Now the truth is that Wike's father, according to a Niger Delta chief, they said when Wike was young, it was like this, very horrible, that his own father, original father, had to disown him. Another person adopted him. True story, don't be me talk more. You go here and soon. Another person adopted him. They sent him to school. They paid, they raised him. They were first set of people that Wike dealt with. He even attempted, before the man that adopted him died, he attempted to remove that person from the local government, chief or something board. This way, Wike. The land grabbing in Abuja that you are witnessing in Abuja, you have not seen anything. Ask the people of River State. Wike and land. Ask the people of River State. However, not that it matters so much, but it's just so you kind of see through the characters that are always sitting in front of your TV, spewing rubbish, nonsense, because they believe that what are you going to do, even if they steal, even if they, what are you going to do? How did you get a Rolls Royce? Blah, 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 like this.
Transportation rivers, it was not supplied. Yes, it's correct. It was not supplied.
Wasn't it supplied?
It was not supplied, yes.
That's a crime.
Of his job, it was not supplied. I will come to that. He gave him a Rolls Royce. He took the Rolls Royce. Whether you use the Rolls Royce, what's my business? Shehu, I have a Rolls Royce.
Who gave you?
So what? Nobody gave me a Rolls Royce.
You bought it?
Of course. So what?
With what money?
Which money? So let me tell you. Femi, before Hamatan, there was cold. I didn't come from the same background with Rotimi Amaechi. I didn't
were you rich before?
Not to me rich. I didn't come. As a student, I was in a Mercedes Benz. As a student, I was in a Mercedes-Benz. My father was a general manager of so many companies.
So you came from a rich background?
I will not say too rich for the Dangotes. But I had a small background. Yes.
But,
yes.
But Mr. Amaechi challenged you.
No,
he said you have houses everywhere.
I'm
Where are these houses? The subject of your wealth.
I'm coming to that, sir. So that Nigerians will hear. I've not denied here. His anger, he saw that I used Rolls Royce. So what? It was not given to me by a contractor who was doing trouble to me. No. A contractor gave him. A contractor gave him. That was bribe. You took from a contractor. I will not do that. I will do that.
Mr. Amaechi said he's not corrupt.
No. One of the most corrupt people. I will come to that. And I will come.
Are you corrupt, Mr. Wike?
What do you mean the word corrupt? No court has found me guilty to be corrupt. When you say the word corrupt. But if you say, well, I like money, well, hold on. Nobody can do without money. You cannot say because I say, I need money to solve this, therefore I'm corrupt. No. I need money to pay my children's school fees. I need money to take my family's health care. Does that make it to be corrupt? No. But when a man comes in the public to say, I don't like money, you know that man is a big liar because he needs money to solve this problem, to solve it. We're not going to that. You're talking about houses. I'm not a bushman. No, I'm not. I'm from Obiabo local government, part of Padawa local government before, well brought up. I have a family background. In fact, when you go to Ekwere Road, my father was one of the few people who have duplexes in Ekwere Road. So you cannot say that. Not too rich, I agree, but you cannot say that. Not at the level Amaechi came from. No. It's not comparable at all. Never. Now he said, I have houses. So, Amaechi was speaker, 8 years. Amaechi was speaker, a governor, 8 years. Amaechi was minister, 8 years. He don't have houses. He has a spiritual problem.
Because he said he's not like you people.
No.
Enrich yourself.
I will tell you. That's why people should learn. Nigerians should know the kind of characters deceiving Nigerians every day. Pretending. I will tell you his house in Gusape here, where I live. River State government built. You need a butter bunker to destroy the house. I will come to that.
Why would you want to destroy it?
No. What I'm trying to show, the quality. That's the point I'm trying to say. I'm not saying you should just. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying that you can't be a poor man and have such a house. That's the point I'm trying to make. He told you, oh, he does not have this. Where's his house? In OGRA. Who built it? In OGRA. Ask him. I want to say that MPA and NIMASA, they don't pay contractors. Yes, he knows that because they have not paid his wife, who's a contractor in MPA and NIMASA.
At the moment?
At the moment, that's why he knew.
How do you know?
Well, how would I know? He put the DJ NIMASA Dakuku, whom I defeated in 2015 governorship election. Then he took his boy, Coco, who was the account officer in Zenith Bank, and made him as the director of finance, and then put him as managing director. Therefore, he's not able to know when NPA and MESA do not pay. He knows that. Who owns those contracts he's talking about? The wife. It's unfortunate. I watch him. How can a man at that level talk this? You know, people should give us some of this. You know, I feel so bad. In the name of God, I feel so bad. I should discuss a man's wife. I feel so bad.
But you disagree about his wealth? You disagree?
No,
is he older than you? He said he's older.
We